Hey guys, it's Mana here, and I'm finally back. I know I said I'd be gone for like a week or two, and it's been considerably longer. Sorry. Moving took a little longer. Well, moving didn't take long. It was the getting settled in that took a little longer, getting everything where I wanted it. But I am back now. I think I'm just going to do 3 videos a week as of right now, while I figure out what I want to do, because I want to finish Lucid9, and I'm going to finish Lucid9. We're going to start that here in a minute. But, not many people seem to like Lucid9, but I'm still going to finish it because I want to finish it, and I know there are some people who were watching it and would like me to finish it as well. But I do want to get into Detroit Become Human because I've been watching Brian Deckard, the actor who plays Connor in Detroit Become Human, play over on Twitch, and that has been amazing. And the game is beautiful. I'm really excited. So maybe I'll start that next. We'll see what happens. But yeah, to my understanding, I should be close to the end of Lucid9. I'm not sure how close I am, but I should be relatively close because the timeline I looked at, and I tried not to read ahead because I don't want spoilers, but the timeline I looked at from Soji's incident to the end, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot more. So we're gonna pop over to Lucid9 and see if maybe we can finish it today. We'll see what happens, question mark. I'm still gonna finish it. That's the end of the story. Sorry guys. If you don't like Lucid9, well, too bad, because I'm finishing it, because I like it, and I know other people like it and want to finish it, and maybe someday people, when the next games come out, people will come back to it and be like, ooh, what's this? I don't know, but we're just gonna go start that. Also, I live near train tracks, so I'm gonna try to cut the trains out as much as possible, but that's the third one in 15 minutes that I've been trying to record this. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's the third one in 15 minutes. And usually there's like one every hour, so they're busy today, I guess. I don't know, but I'm going to try and cut those out as much as possible. Hey, sounds like that's the warning bell. I'm going to chat a little with Misaki. He bounces away with a spring in his step. What? Maybe this has something to do with our exchange yesterday. There's no other reason why he'd be able to completely ignore a death, much less the death of someone he knew. Unless... Students, seats, please. The rest of the class rushes to their chairs. The commotion drowns out my thoughts. I force myself to pay attention through class. It's preferable to getting visions of bloody, beaten bodies. I answer the teacher's questions at every chance I get, and actually listen to the lecture. Apparently, it's such a rare occurrence that the entire classroom is staring at me by lunch. Still, break is break. Any momentary curiosity immediately halts at the first chime of the bell. Yahiko tugs at my shoulder, his face still alight with a cheery grin. Lunch? Calf? The old gang? I steel myself and look straight into his eyes. I saw you at the train station where Shoji died. Yahiko freezes. His expression flickers for a single moment, almost too quick to catch. What happened? Why were you there? His face flattens. A stab of guilt wrenches through my stomach, but I try to squash it. I need to know who I'm talking with, and who's talking. Come on, minion! If we wait too long, the lunch line will take forever. A hungry overlord is not a happy overlord. Yahiko. Well, guess there's no forcing you if you don't want to come, even if you're a minion. Ta-ta for now! He quickly prances out of the room before I can slip in another word. I can't suppress a shudder of revulsion. The fact that Yahiko's acting the same as he always does. It's terrifying. Moreover, I've done nothing to ease my fears about my lapse. I still have no clue what happened yesterday, why I saw a bloody body, or why I ran into Yahiko. You're disturbed. What happened? I almost jump at the sudden voice behind me. Irie is sitting on the edge of a table, munching quietly on a peach. What the? Where did you come from? Classroom 2D. Well, I know that. She only tilts her head at me. Like a perfectly calibrated machine waiting for a simple command. Like a soulless doll ready to kill. No, I need to stop this. These are people I'm talking to, not machines, and they're not killers. And I'm not a killer, and we're just ordinary students at an ordinary school. Something is bothering you. I falter, my words cold in my mouth. My thoughts are building up in my head, pounding incessantly, begging for exit. Should I talk with her? Yeah, let's talk to Irie. I like talking to her. Yeah, had an interesting day. What happened? Well, I saw someone die, maybe killed by my close friend. Then I was a jerk to the only person who stuck by me. Then I went to the sketchy part of town where I saw a mutilated body, except I can't remember how because my brain is only half functional. I know that feeling. Sometimes I really know that feeling. Not much. She evaluates me for a moment from behind her peach. Let's go to the rooftop. What? She only gestures for me to follow her as she pops out of the classroom. Well, at the very least, I guess it's a better place to talk. Like most days, the rooftop is practically empty. Irie plops down in an obscure corner, nibbling at her peach. Sit. I obligingly settle next to her. She pushes a peach into my hand. You're quiet. She states this placidly, the irrefutable fact of a textbook. I only stare at the peach. Is this for me? Yes. I can eat it? Yes. Hesitantly, I bite into the fruit. It's succulent and soft. I don't realize how hungry I am until that moment. I've had plenty of chances to eat, but little appetite. The sobering thought brings me back to the moment. I look into the sky, idly blurting whatever comes to mind. Feels like life has been the same for years, and now everything's changing. I don't even know why. A wry smirk pulls at my lips. I close my eyes and lean my head against the bench. Get me some alcohol. Let's drink our sorrows away. I remain still, waiting for me to elaborate. You know, when people are upset, they drink themselves to oblivion. That kind of thing. Great idea, right? Now that's a contribution to society. Still silence. Disconcerted, I open my eyes. Irie is nowhere to be found. She wouldn't have taken me seriously, would she? Wasn't it obvious that I was joking? Irie? Nothing. I quickly check my phone. No message. Maybe she left for a different reason. Maybe she decided not to talk to me. Yama? Yeah. I whip around. Irie is standing behind me, hugging a bottle of sake in one arm and a bottle of vodka in the other. Where the fuck did you get that? Oh crap, she actually took me seriously. Where did you get that from? No, never mind. How did you get that in the school? Alcohol is strictly forbidden, and yet, in the space of maybe a minute, she's managed to acquire some and smuggle it in. But Irie only smiles lightly. She hides, holding both bottles in my direction. Drink. She looks so proud of herself, I can't find it in me to refuse. But alcohol, what am I supposed to do with this? Can you, return it? You wanted to drink your sorrows away. Well, no, I wanted to get drunk. She suddenly sprints away toward the edge of the roof. Alarmed, I follow after her and watch in shock as she manages to nimbly jump on the branches of the tallest tree. I can only assume she manages to shimmy down the tree onto the ground because her small frame is immediately lost in the foliage. Too alarmed to speak, I mindlessly walk back to where I sat before. I stare at the alcohol that's now in my possession. Wait, I have alcohol. I could get expelled. I could go to prison. I could... Here. Yeah. Where did she even come from? Didn't I just see her in that tree? Take this. She pushes a can of Starman energy drink into my already full arms. If you mix this with the alcohol, you will become intoxicated much quicker. What? But you will feel alert, so you will want to drink more. Do not. I should have guessed that Irie would take my words at face value. But how does she even know all of this? Wait. I don't actually want to get drunk. It was a joke. Joke? First of all, I'm not stupid enough to get drunk, especially given that my brain is only half functional as it is. Besides, it's illegal at my age. Not that Irie seems to care. Okay, first things first. How do I get this alcohol out of the school without anyone noticing? Guess I could just ask Irie, but that doesn't seem very fair to her, since I was the one who made her get it in the first place. Unintentionally, of course. How does she get it here? I know she can climb trees with ease. Maybe she also went through the ventilation or sewer system, but that's ridiculous, isn't it? Either way, the key lies in her hands. Irie, how did... Bang! Watch in horror as the cork shoots out of the vodka bottle, sails over the railing, and plummets to the ground below. Ow! What the hell? Oh. Well, crap. Is this a cork? I gingerly peer over the railing. The student is clutching the vodka cork, squinting upwards. I hurriedly lean back before he can see me. Fantastic! I thought this day couldn't get any better. Hey, Teach, this cork just came from the rooftop. Oh, this is... the smell. Is there a party on the rooftop? Not an official one. I wince as the teacher storms into the classroom building. She'll be here any moment. Frantically, I turn to Irie, who is experimentally tasting the vodka. Irie, we need to get rid of this. Now! Irie clearly registers the urgency in my voice. She promptly sets the vodka down and stares right at me. Throw it away? What? No, just put it back wherever you got it from. Oh. She quickly hands the alcohol to me. Wasn't trying to steal it from you. What? Why are you... No, put it back where... Slam! The teacher stomps to the rooftop as if she's searching for someone to kill. Jolted with panic, I make a vague shooing motion in Irie's direction before I leap out of my cover into plain sight. Professor! Crap, my voice cracked. Come on, where are those make-believe skills? You! Teacher barrels in my direction, her eyes flaring. Did you see any other students on the rooftop? No. So you admit that this cork came from you? She raises the cork with shaking hands. Dang it, I should have made something up. I should have said that there were students, but they ran away. What's that? It's the only half-intelligent thing that comes out of my mouth. Don't play dumb with me, young man. Where are you hiding it? What? Come to think of it, why are you standing in front of this bush? Bush? What bush? She steps to her right. I follow to block her view. She weaves to the left and mimic it. Okay, that was definitely suspicious. So, it's behind you, is it? What's behind me? You're digging your own grave, young man. Move aside. This is it. This is what all my years of suffering through school have turned into. This is the culmination of my sucky week. I should be stupid. It should be trivial. It should be stupid. Getting expelled from school? What does that matter in the face of 5 deaths? Or losing my friends? But what if I turn homeless? What if I enter the spiraling abyss of debt, and I have to join the Yakuza, and I contract tendinitis, or tetanus, Jesus, I can read, during a job gone wrong? I suppose you're clear. She steps back from the bush. Surprisingly, it's empty. There are no signs of Irie nor the alcohol. Does she finally understand what I meant, or is she just taking it to a more terrifying purpose? The teacher suddenly whips to me, her eyes narrowed. Well, I'll apologize for suspecting you without any basis. She sounds about as apologetic as a toddler in a tantrum. If you happen to find those irresponsible students who are in the possession of alcohol, give them a little message for me. They can run, but they can't hide. Then, just as abruptly as she entered, the teacher races from the rooftop, slamming the door behind her. I only sink to the ground, relishing the relief. Hello, train. I'm not sure how loud that is for you guys. I won't know until I'm editing, sorry. I only sink to the ground, relishing the relief that washes through my veins. I live another day. What a ridiculous encounter. Yama? Yeah! Again, I reappears, as if from nowhere. This time, the alcohol is nowhere to be seen. I understood. I put them back. She was practically bursting with pride. Well, for Irie. Hesitantly, I pat her on the head. Thanks. She only nods placidly and continues to munch on her peach. Just curious, but where did you get that stuff anyway? The vodka and sake. Cafeteria kitchens. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. What? You stole them from the cafeteria? They weren't using it. Well, it's still the schools. It's illegal for minors to drink, and it's illegal to steal, so it must be doubly illegal for minors to drink alcohol that's been stolen. Who would ever think of taking the kitchen stock? The idea is either genius, insane, or both. Come to think of it, how does Irie get her peaches? I swear that her stash is inextinguishable. Every time I see her, she has a new peach. It couldn't be. Irie, by any chance... No way. This is ridiculous. All of this is ridiculous. Joking about alcohol and almost getting expelled for it. Peaches, endless peaches coming from nowhere. Mirth bubbles out of me in wry laughter. Ridiculous. Brain damage, memory lapses, bus accident, mutilated bodies, double-faced informants. Hurting Ruri, hurting Masato, Mr. Ryuta, and Yahiko and Irie as serial killers. My chuckles transform into an all-out hysterical fit. I struggle to keep breathing as my ribs ache beneath the instinctual heave of my lungs. It's crazy. All of it. What is funny? My throat aches as I struggle to master myself. Life is hilarious. Irie inclines her head, quietly waiting. It's invitation enough. Ever had that feeling where you feel like you know everything, but it just takes one moment and your whole world crumbles to pieces? Like LaRue Lamparade? LaRue Lamparade. Always LaRue Lamparade. I'm being likened to a fictional character from a show. Sure, LaRue Lamparade. He's a pretty cool guy, right? He kills people. Oh, that's a bit of a damper. I lace my fingers behind my head, staring into a nearby flower until my eyes begin to burn. I'm probably not any better. Ruri and I got into an argument yesterday, and I was an idiot. I don't know what came over me, the kinds of things I was saying. I'd never thought them. Not genuinely. Yeah, we haven't fought like that, well, ever. Is that what death does? Makes you become a completely different person? She seemed fine. Normal. I thought she'd be okay, since she didn't see it. Irie considers this for a moment before she speaks. Every word is enunciated, deliberately. Perhaps she had problems. Problems she did not want to worry you with. My parents were the same. Your parents? They died. Oh. I feel the urge to say that I'm sorry, but that sounds shallow in the gravity of the situation. I see. Irie only nibbles at her peach. How? I don't realize how insensitive that question is until it's already out of my mouth. Thankfully, before Irie can respond, the warning bell pings. I hurriedly get to my feet. Well, guess we have to head back to class. Irie silently stands next to me. They fought. Every word seems labored, like it's painful to utter them. They fought. How does that explain how they passed away? There's a strong part of me that wants her to continue, part of me that's curious about the enigma known as Airi Hiraga. But I can't bring myself to do it. There's enough craziness going on. Finding out about Airi's past might just make things worse. Hey, you don't have to tell me. It's fine. I moved to the rooftop door, keen on exiting before I cause any more trouble. It's better this way. My curiosity just leads to hurting people anyway. Airi silently follows me, staring at the peach cupped in her hands. We part at the stairway. I'm not sure what to say, but at the very least, she doesn't seem angry at me, just thoughtful. I expect to spend the remainder of time by myself, but instead, I find Misaki waiting by my chair. Yama. Hi. Do you want to go somewhere with me? What, now? No, tomorrow. Of course right now. Class is about to start. Are you seriously coming up with an excuse to stay in school? She's right. Normally I wouldn't mind. So you're saying we should ditch? I prefer the phrase, investing our time in other endeavors. So ditching. You make it sound so ugly. As sudden as this may be, it might actually end up being kind of fun. Okay, let's do it. Why not? It's not like I'd be doing anything productive in school. Where were you thinking? She smiles brightly, gesturing to the door with both hands. You'll see. I obligingly exit the classroom right as the bell sounds. As we make our way down the street, newfound excitement takes the place of anxiety. It's definitely a welcome change. Surprisingly, she leads me to GFC. After we order and pick up our chicken, we slip into the nearest booth. I found this place the other day. The wings here are really good. I know. I come here a lot, actually. Really? Well, not recently, because of the investigation. The lapses, the serial killings, Rui, Masato, Yahiko. Then I think about it, when was the last time we all ate here together? Has it really been that long? Or is my memory just that unreliable? Somehow, Misaki manages to catch the change in my face. She quickly leans forward, her attention fixed on me. Something's bothering you. I'm assuming it has to do with your fight with Rui. Wait, how do you know about that? Because she told me. Well, more like I forced it out of her. Her exasperation is quickly replaced with concern. So you're still having your lapses? She told you about that, huh? And about Mizu. And that you almost drowned. So what, are you going to lecture me about that too? My response comes out harsher than I intended. Instead of getting angry, Misaki only raises an eyebrow in bewilderment. You jumped into the river to save someone. Why would I lecture you? Because I didn't save them, Miki. Because I couldn't even save myself. I just ended up being useless. Again. You're such a damn dumber. She suddenly shouts something incomprehensible, slamming her fist on the countertop. Everyone in the restaurant immediately stops to look at us. I mean, I understood that one that time. But that's like the only time I've ever understood the things that she says there. Do you know what I hate most about you, Yama? The fact that you always bring yourself down. Yes, you could have died, but you tried anyway, right? You could have ignored him. You could have let that boy drown, and no one would have had thought less of you because of your condition. It's not always about succeeding. It's about having faith in yourself. Her fingers curl on the edge of the table, an odd heaviness to her tone. Even with your condition, you're a lot more capable than you think, Yama. So please, don't ever say that you're useless again. In response to her words, I can only remain in stunned silence. She actually commending me? Even though I had almost died? Even though I hadn't accomplished anything? This no music thing is bothering me right now. Where'd my music go? But to be completely honest, I almost feel a little touched. Finally realizing that her outburst had attracted the attention of nearby customers, Misaki's face blushes a bright red and she sinks back into her seat. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled at you like that. The pain in her voice is almost palpable, as if she just slapped me across the face. Oh, it's fine. We should probably finish eating. Yeah. We redirect our attention back to our food. For the next few minutes, we eat in awkward silence. I'm about to say something, to break the tension, until I notice Misaki reaching for GFC's signature hot sauce. Miki? But before I can warn her, she's already drowning her wings like there's no tomorrow. Isn't that spicy? The ketchup? That isn't ketchup, that's hot sauce. Oh, so it is. She merely shrugs her shoulders and continues eating, seemingly unaffected. You know, not even Masato could handle that. Masato must be a wimp, then. She says this teasingly, eliciting a chuckle from me. I'm pretty sure she's probably the only person who can beat Masato in an eating contest. I kind of want to see that, actually. By the way, have you seen that pat I sent you? You sent me a pat? Have you even been using Pattern recently? To be honest, no. She sighs, motioning me to hand over my phone. I obligingly do so. Apparently, our kimono commercial has generated a lot of buzz. I was reading some of the comments, and you seem to have quite a few fangirls. I what? Fangirls, female fans, admirers. Why would I have admirers? Don't be so modest, Yama. I mean, you are attractive. I remember you saying something similar to Yahiko the other day. Oh, don't worry. I think you're much cuter than he is. Why would she think I was worried? How can she say that so blatantly? How did we even get on this topic anyway? Here, I'll read some of these comments to you. I'd rather not. He's so cute. I wonder if he's got a girlfriend. I've never seen this actor before, but I like a lot. The acting was so good. Are they really a couple? This guy makes me question my sexual preference. I'm a dude, by the way. Have you ever... I think that should be enough. Feeling my face flush, I quickly lean over the table and snatch my phone out of her hands. She only grins at me in amusement. Don't tell me you're embarrassed. Of course not. Then why is your face red? I just don't have your tolerance for spicy food. She giggles at this, absorbing herself in her own phone. You should seriously consider becoming an actor, Yama. It's not like I did that well. You did well enough considering the circumstances. Can't help but feel a tinge of pleasure at her praise. If not an actor, then what? I'll probably just manage my parents' restaurant. She pauses, raising a questioning eyebrow at me. Here comes the managing your parents' restaurant isn't a real job remark. I didn't know you could cook. That's what she's surprised about? I'm decent, I guess. Can I be your first customer? Sure. You'll let me eat for free, too, right? What? No way. Why not? Because you'll put me out of business. Put you out of business? I point to her empty plate. She seems to make the connection. Are you implying that I eat too much? I'm just saying you'd have to pay the full price, otherwise I wouldn't profit. You definitely wouldn't be able to profit if your arms were broken. Well, that escalated quickly. I'd like to have all my bones intact, thank you. Well, you shouldn't call a girl. A sudden shrill emanates from her cell phone, cutting her off mid-sentence. Hello? Oh, yes. I'm so sorry, sir. I'll be there right away. She quickly cuts the call, clearing her food from the counter. What's the rush? I'm late for my meeting. You have a meeting? Yes, with my manager after school. Ah. Quick, finish your food so I can leave. She suddenly grabs a wing and tries to shove it in my mouth. What are you doing? Why don't you just go? I hear it's bad luck to leave a restaurant by yourself if you're with someone. Where'd you hear that from? The internet, of course. You shouldn't be surprised at this point. Come on! I'll just bring my food with me. After fetching a food container for my wings, Misaki drags me out of GFC. Alright, I'm going to end it here because I am all out of time for today and I don't want it getting too long, especially because I'm using Streamlabs OBS to record this instead of Action, and Streamlabs doesn't tell you how long you've been recording for, so I'm like, I think I've been recording for half an hour, but I really don't know. But using the OBS was my solution to the weird webcam issue with Action, because I still haven't figured out why that's happening. So I'm going to end it here. My understanding is that we're not too far from the end, but I don't know exactly how long that is. I know there's like a couple more like major events that have to happen before we reach the end. There's like 1 or 2, I think. But I don't know what those events are. I intentionally did not read those. I just glanced at the timeline to see what event, like, you know, how many events. Not what, but how many. So that way I can get an estimate on how long it's going to be. But I honestly don't know. I'm just frick here. We'll see what happens. So I will see you guys later. And remember to do something nice for a stranger today. You may just save a life. Bye!